Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Auburn, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. 4th down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Dogs just chewed him up and spit him out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. To the air, it's Stoneburner. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Fuller. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's so important in football, man, that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Now on first down from the 43. He's going to pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for
open runway ahead? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
Georgia, 0.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit. Drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. This is a designed run. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausted.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback checking the play. Jones wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. Makes his connection. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They're trying to get to it. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Stoneburner. He's right on target. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
This time they'll go to the running game. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll take it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeps it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and goal, they'll throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. On the run, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Easy.
Calls his own number. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn! The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
And this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Feeling some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Tigers are on the move. Looks as if he's going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Running with power. Afterburner's coming. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years, and that's a great dynamic quarterback that can make plays and push the pace of that offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
On the play. Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 28, Georgia 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Green 25. Black 24. Black 24.
Jones to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking it.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Stoneburner. Quick completion on the out route. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Buying some time. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Now it's a 2-possession game, maybe a 2-point conversion needed in there. Down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Tackled there by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over New Mexico State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Jones to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Brown. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Scanning the field, it's Stoneburner. Makes the grab on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Snagged in the middle, it's Paul. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man, it's Paul. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. This quarterback part of their running game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, looking again to throw. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. You've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on first and he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Number 8.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Listen to this crowd begging its defense to get a stop. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the 2-point try. To the air, it's Stoneburner. He's got his man. He's not going to get there. Running and trying to tie this game up late, and the defense is able to stop him. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.